Let's go!
Woo! I'll run this. We always be ready. Hey, yo, right here. Whose bat is that? Box out! That's the win. Pressure him up! All day. What's up with that? Hey, come around.
Yeah, I got it.
So I figured, like,
Come on, man, you can do better than that.
Let's do this.
Oh, come on. What?
Come on, MP.
Yes, sir. That's the way
We need to rock
I
elbow.
We're here.
I got him!
Cool.
Hey, let's go. Move around.
Oh, come on.
You know whose birthday is today, too?
What?
You know whose birthday is today, too?
Oh,
Jazzy's friend. What, how do you say?
okay.
Kira?
Get your mind right.
Oh, it's your birthday? For the happy birthday? I can't get that shot solution. Not too early. For the shoulder. Oh.
Y'all ready to lose?
You got it. Come on.
Oh.
That might be good enough for the City League, but it's not going to cut it.
Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
Oh, you just noticed.
You'll get the next one.
Shut up! Oh, come on! Good take, baby.
You just
I got ball.
All day, baby.
Shooting there. Way to get it, baby.
get ready to light it up tonight.
Boys, still ain't got AD.
They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron James.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league they kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. He's out there with LeBron James, and it's Hill in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point.
I got him. I gave Bronny some more playing time. See how it plays out.
And since the Phil Jackson era, Shams, the Lakers are now on their 7th, and I can't even believe I'm saying that.
Well, I'm not
7th coach in the last 14 seasons. What a turnstile that is.
They're keeping us reporters busy, huh? To me, it's all about stability now moving forward with the Lakers. I do believe they intend to give their new head coach plenty of opportunities over the next few seasons to continue to coach and continue to be the coach for the long term. You have to figure out the recipe of success, not only now but moving forward. And the Lakers, from what I'm told, want to give their new head coach the opportunity to build for the long haul.
And I love what you said, the word stability. They need it in LA. Reeves against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Reeves outside. Over Edwards. Julius Randle with the rebound. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, look, Conley's known as a great passer, but he's also a fantastic three-point shooter.
LeBron passes to Hayes. And here is Hill. Reeves outside.
Another one.
LeBron up top. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Back to Randle. Conley against Russell. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now here's James. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Randle outside. Pass to Reed. Front past the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Reed's got 5 points so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
LeBron kicks to Hill. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Hill, a screen on Conley. Russell high post. Last game out he had 14. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Conley following the bucket by the Lakers. To the paint. Wants to get it to Reed. And does. Can't connect from short range. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Now, McDaniels, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
James looking around. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular one.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by the Lakers. Shot by McDaniels, no good. James with it. Now defended by Randle on the wing. Hill. To the inside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Reed. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the three off target.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Edwards. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got 3 assists tonight. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
No good from LeBron.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Randall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
It's his first trip to the line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. That, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too. So I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Now here's Randall. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Reed with the screen on LeBron. Shoots. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Edwards.
Come on.
And then for Los Angeles.
I was just starting to switch in, change the direction. Not just simple, just switch hands, drive, and then at the end, switch hands.
Christian Wood comes in for LeBron. And Vincent subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, or Dan here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this play.
And we cannot wait. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Pass to connect. Here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Reed with it. Now DiVincenzo. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Hill against DiVincenzo. Hill deciding where to go with it. Down low.
Oh, what a pass. You got to finish that.
Lakers moving the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, come on.
He hangs in there
and
cashes in on the
bullshit,
second chance
bro.
points. Hill's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Reed finds Randall. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jaylen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. Reed with the block.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Mars is checked in, and it's Joe Ingles in for McDaniels. Now here is Hill. 7 points in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Ingles passes to Garza. Now Alexander Walker. Back to Randall. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Randall's got 6.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Hill. And it's Connect in the corner. Here's Vincent. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Naz Reid has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
What first?
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
You've got Anthony Edwards. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Minot in at the center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Offensive rebound. Russell kicks to Hill. Russell sets a screen for Hill. At the top of the key, Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even with good coverage defensively, that he has confidence to drill the three. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Here's James following the bucket by the Timberwolves.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Miller surveying the floor. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession. So a moment now to see the story for LeBron James.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Minnesota making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Now here is Hill. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Ingles takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Ingles has got his first points of the game. Lakers trail by 12. Outside, Russell. It's Hill on the wing. Shoots the 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Pass to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. It doesn't go in. He's 3 for 9 now and frustrated. And here is Hill. Last game with 30 points. Floats it up for James. Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason that I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Alexander Walker. And the Lakers also making a switch. Hood Shavino's checked in.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here is Hill. 11 points in the game. Back to Russell.
Whether it's points, steals, or passes, Russell is out here working hard to give you what you need.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside, Edwards. Russell against Conley. Reed with the screen on Russell. Conley inside the line. It's good from the top of the key.
With that, baby.
Conley's got 5 points so far.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Russell kicks to Hill. Inside. Here's Hood Shavino. The kick out to Hill. Here's the 3. That's good. It's 5 for 9. You know, Greg, there was a bit of a rough patch with.
Let's stop. What a hit that. I don't know how he missed that, y'all. Look at the Look at the pass. I set him up with the first one, and he missed that somehow. Boom. Swing it over. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. He got the board, though. That was just a dumb take, because I was open right there, too. I was probably better open. Nah, man. Call that bitch. Instant. No hesitate. Just got shoot. Ugh. Oh, shit. The gooseneck up.
This team's chemistry not too long ago. That seems to have been put behind them now.
And I think MP stepped up and helped smooth the transition, right? He empathized with where the fracture was coming from and made sure the team stayed on the same page. That's great leadership from the young star. And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Anthony Edwards. 5th in scoring, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elites. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Randle comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's McDaniels in for Mike Conley. Russell, a screen on DiVincenzo. To the paint. It's stolen by Edwards. Crafty move. Hayes, no good. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's McDaniels. That shot misses. LA's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. To the middle, DiVincenzo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Reddish, he's checked in for Russell.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Now here's Hayes. To the inside. And Hill throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Here's Hood-Schifino, following the 3 by Minnesota. Hill against McDaniel. Hayes up top, pocket 6. It's back to Hill. All alone. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Randle with the ball. He's picked up by James. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Randle no good. Lakers trail by 10.
Gone. One man.
Floats it up for Hill. And stolen by DiVincenzo. For 3, Edwards. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Nothing on the board. And again, no good by the Lakers. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
Pass to Hill. Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Randle. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's 3-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the time. finish one half of basketball. Minnesota on top, up by 12. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Still on this one. You're falling out. You ain't doing right, man. Let's go.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West.
Polo, is that you,
for
my
the
guy?
East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, the Greek Freak, always a great pick for this world because he's so consistent. Gives the team an anchor on both ends. He's always getting better, and his teammates love playing with him. Such a great guy.
Yeah, and let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Timberwolves.
Offense.
And that's a halftime wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Right. And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reed. LeBron James is out there with Hill. And it's Hayes in at the 5 roaming the paint. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. James sets the screen for Russell. Fires from deep. Right. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Lakers trail by 15. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Yeah, easy call.
The Timberwolves gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him. I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And there it is for him.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Conley surveying the D. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
LeBron, no good. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. That's tipped. Randall with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Flashing his athleticism on the drive. I like when McDaniels takes initiative on offense.
James finds Hill. And here's Hayes. Funded by Reed. Hayes the pass to Reeves. A shot missing. Great D that time from Edwards. For 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Yep,
outside Hill. Down low, James the pass to Hill. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 17. And here's Edwards from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Outside Russell. McDaniels against Hill. Shoots over McDaniel. And the Lakers with another miss.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
The Timberwolves have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. No good on the free throw.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
And he sinks the second. Lakers trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Hill. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniel. The Lakers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. That one is no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Reed. Out to Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Off target with the open look.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Hill has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Hill's got 20.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
McDaniels. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
Clearly a foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Timberwolves leading by 18. Edwards finds Conley. Edwards looking it over. Takes it off the glass. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
It's Hill on the wing. Pass to Christie. Six on the shot clock, and it's Hill with the jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Conley with it. 5 points in the game. Outside Edwards. Randall kicks to McDaniel. The offensive rebound. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 19 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Now here's Hayes. Guarded by Reed. Hill against McDaniel. Pass to Christie. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Deep 2 from Russell. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here is Edwards. He's guarded by Hill. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from...
Substitution report.
2
Outside Hill. Pass to connect. Hill with it. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Minnesota shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Garza in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Hill up top. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's off on the first. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. And he ends up missing both free throws. Minnesota shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. DiVincenzo kicks to Ingles. From 10 feet out, he gets it in there.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And here's Hill for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's DiVincenzo. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he drops it in from the low post.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. It's deflected. Vanderbilt with the steal. Outside Hill. Shoots over DiVincenzo. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They poured it up.
Tough game, y'all. We did all right, but man, we could have did so much better. Yeah, had one of my better shooting games, but still lost big. Lost big, man.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
The Heat boys play them tomorrow. Y'all get with me, man. I appreciate you. If that was Polo, my guy, get with me. I'll meet you soon.